he's pleasantly and maniacally chewing on a wood plank. Could I have that plank you were chewing? No? That's okay. I can't argue with this behemoth. Mind if we trade? Nah, whatever. Do you want some of this? Whoa! Thanks, dude! Hey! Now I'm able to hold them both as if they were one! Eureka! Exploiting glitches in the fabric of reality. It's so sticky and gooey. At least I didn't throw up in the process. Was my suffering worth all these troubles? Only time will tell.
What are you doing?
Oh, this? I don't know. There's an open valve. I meant to close it.
Wait, that would add too much pressure and...
Yeah, I know that. Let's see what happens.
Oh! That hurts like hell! Why did you have to do that?
I think it'll help me get to the man I'm looking for. But it was mostly about seeing that look on your face when it happened. And now I can take that back. A boarded window. I can climb to the crime scene from there. That hit me hard. What happened? Wait a minute. I'm possessing the wall. I am trapped in the wall. Don't panic. They said panicking just makes it worse. I can't hear my heartbeat. I have no heartbeat. Okay, I can't do anything at all. I think this actually is a good time to panic. I am a wall! If I wasn't in such a state of panic, this might have been an interesting experience. Wait a minute. I am the wall. The other side of it leads to the crime scene. I just have to turn around and... Yeah, that's nice and quiet. I feel so much better now.
Hey, how did you get in here?
Long story, bro.
What do you want from me?
We're just gonna have a little talk. Say, mister.
Oh my, an admirer. The lengths you walked to meet me. You came to the afterlife. I'm so honored.
I didn't come to meet you. Well, I did, but I'm not your admirer. I don't even know who you are.
Ah, the years. They have not been gentle to my looks. But I assure you, I am the one and only Roger Romero.
Okay, Mr. Romero. I came here to ask you some questions.
By all means. Is this an interview? Ask to your heart's content.
I have to find what's the connection between him and Dog. Nadia seems to be the missing link, the one that connects both of them together. But who is Roger? I'll let him speak a little before starting the interrogation. Let's start from the beginning. Tell me your name and a little bit about who you are.
Oh, this is one of those stories. I really need no introduction. I'm the Magnifico Roger Romero, actor extraordinaire, famous bodybuilder and ex-entrepreneur, inventor of the Romer bars. The only energy bars that guarantee that your hair won't fall out.
But you're kind of fat. I'm pretty sure you're wearing a wig.
That's what happens when you go bankrupt and can't keep eating Romer bars. I blame the consumers. Romer bars were ahead of their time. Years of hamburgers have not managed to fill that hole in my heart. Except for my arteries. Those they filled pretty well.
So, let's focus on... You said you're an actor. You didn't leave that part of your life exactly behind, right?
What are you implying?
I noticed that there are a lot of lights and cables and cameras and costumes around.
Oh yes, of course. Trinkets of my life as a star. Keepsakes, if you will.
So, that's all in the past now?
Well, now it is. But as you might have heard, I know news like this flies around you paparazzi people. I was about to make a comeback, a big one. I was about to film my first film with Caveira in more than 20 years. It was to be a werewolf movie. And as you know, a werewolf morphing scene is what makes or breaks a horror director such as Oliveira. It's almost strange that this was his first.
A werewolf? That has Dog Mendonça written all over it. This is the time to change strategy. Ask the serious questions. What do you know about Dog Mendonça?
I don't know what the tabloids have been telling you, but I never had relations with that man. I don't even know who this Dog Mendonça character is.
That's strange, because he disappeared in your motel. He was with a woman named Nadia. Does that ring a bell?
I don't know any woman by that name.
They were investigating a gypsy curse. You don't know anything about that either, right?
No, of course not.
There were also rumors about a group of people meeting here in this motel.
Nonsense. Is this one of those stories? Motel Romero has been a family place since the day I opened its doors. This is a place where you can bring your children. I'm not associated with any unwanted element of society. Neither do I know the persons you are mentioning and about gypsy curses. Ha! There is no such thing as a gypsy curse.
All right, Mr. Romero. If you're not going to be nice, neither am I. So, you say you don't know anything about a man called Dog and a girl named Nadia?
That's accurate. I may have heard about Dog Mediocre. Is he a wrestler or something? It sounds like the name of a wrestler. Hot and rabid. A greasy wife beater in a pink tutu. But this woman, Nadia, I know absolutely no one by that name. I've never heard of someone with that name before. No.
That's strange, because an old associate of yours directly related you to her.
Calumnies! How dare that ungrateful twerp tarnish my name after all I did for him?
I also saw a photo of the two of you together.
Oh, don't bother. Nowadays, anything can be photoshopped.
It was a really old photo.
Look, I don't know where you're getting all these rumors. Is that this kind of story? I told you, I don't know anyone by that name.
There's something odd. What is it? So, you might know her by some other name, right?
No, of course not.
You're hesitating a lot.
What are these sudden accusations? What kind of story do you want to write? You're the worst journalist ever.
I didn't think about it. But Nadia might not even be her real name. Maybe she's the one who's hiding something. Why are you so scared to talk about the gypsy curse?
Ha! There are no such things as gypsy curses.
A big man such as you wouldn't be that superstitious.
Exactly.
I mean, you're so full of pride. There's simply no space for anything else.
Are you making fun of my weight? Is that this kind of story?
No, no. That would be too heavy. Even for you.
I'll have you know that I used to be pretty buff back then. It took all those hamburgers to fill the hole the Romer bars had left in my life. They filled my arteries pretty well. Until the end.
There's something odd. What is it? The hamburgers filled your arteries? Were you suffering from a heart condition? You weren't murdered?
Sadly, no. It would have been a tragic tale. I would have made it to the front page. But alas, no. It was the burgers and a heart, tired of crushing against the waves.
I wonder if he's still trying to hide his fear of a gypsy curse, or if he's honest and the cause of death is not related to it. Either way, this raises other questions. It's not what I asked, but I'll take what I can get. Why are you hiding all those meetings with your friends?
Believe me, if I had any friends worth hiding, they wouldn't have any reason to hide.
I get it. This might have happened right under your nose. Maybe you just turned a blind eye to it.
Yes, I offered my trademark charm and warmth to all the guests. But how am I supposed to remember the names of two of them?
There's something odd. What is it? Why did you say two? I never said they were two men.
I don't know. I was applying a random number. Why else would there only be two men?
I don't know. You tell me. What were their names?
I already told you I don't know these two gentlemen that allegedly met at my motel.
He will keep denying it, but he clearly knows. I'll keep that in mind. All right, I think I heard enough. I'll tell you what kind of story I can make up with your statements. After the crash of your Romer Bar's business, you were left with a lot of debt. Like everyone with no skills and no brains in your position, you sought the help of the wrong people. To get out of trouble, you decided to do the only thing you know how to do. A movie. So you and your girlfriend found out about this werewolf detective and decided to snatch him for your movie.
No, that didn't happen.
I mean, look at you. You have no acting skills, and you lost your looks long ago. It could only work with a real werewolf. But when you found out that Nadia had managed to fool him, you were so excited that you had a heart attack.
That's not what happened at all. She would never have anything to do with that lousy man.
Admit it. You made up the gypsy curse to get my boss here so Nadia and you could get rid of the debt.
Stop saying that. Her name was not Nadia.
What?
I said her name was not Nadia. Her name was Mirella. Nadia was just a stage name she used to hide her gypsy roots. She was cute like that. Didn't want to be judged by where she came from. Didn't want to be judged by how she looked. And she looks stunning. Always funny. Always brave. Much braver than me, that's for sure. You have no right to soil her name like that. I think it's time to confess. I'm already dead, for God's sake. My reputation can't get any lower. Get your hearts ready for a tale of woe and regret. This is that kind of story. I never was very smart, but I had a lot of heart. I was pretty buffed, but I was also a coward. And I liked her. I really did. Thomas Cavera and that monster came to me. He wasn't looking for talent, which I didn't have any of, but he wanted my looks and my big ego. I would have done anything to shine on the silver screen. We did monster movies together, tons of them. None had any great success, but some people cherished the special effects. It was way before CGI, you know? And Morella was there, sometimes when we needed a female lead. And she didn't ever treat me like a tool. She was nice, but she couldn't hide her Roma heritage. Those green eyes, that black hair. Yeah, she was a gypsy, all right. Times were different back then. I didn't know what we were doing. Not back then. The terrible things. When she died on that stage, the others let her bleed to death. I was too scared to do anything. And she damned us. All of us. Morella cursed us with her last spit, blood gushing out of her mouth. And we swore to never tell a soul. Caveira and the monster would come often to see me, to see if I was still true to our word, to remind me. The last time they actually came to talk about a new movie. That bit is true. I was really excited for the first time in many years, and that's when she came back. As beautiful as the day she died, preserved like a stone rose, her eyes piercing through me, piercing my bad, tired, maltreated heart until it stopped. I have no excuses anymore.
Wait, what terrible things are you talking about? Who was the monster? What? What? Pazul? I was so close. Oh, now I can't go back to being a ghost until the next moon cycle. Yeah, I know. I asked you to wake me up if the candle was waning. Thanks. I would be trapped back there otherwise. At least I got the name of the director. But I don't know who he is. You know who might? My friend Vasco. He loves this stuff, and his encyclopedic knowledge might register the name. He's such a nerd. I should call him. Hello? Vasco? Hey, man. How are you? Listen, I need something quick. Does the name Tomas Caveira ring any bells? You're telling me to meet you where? A theme park? What? I'm on my way. Let's go, Pazul.